Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to ZEN-TAROT. My name's Julie. I'm going to do a reading for you, Gemini, for the first half of February 2024. Let's get right into it, Gemini. If you like this reading, don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you. Just a reminder, this is a general tarot card reading for the sign of Gemini. Anywhere in your chart, really, or if you're just checking in on a Gemini, all are welcome here. It just might not resonate with everyone. But welcome, Gemini. Hope you all are doing well. Take time to breathe out is catching my eye here on the bottom of the deck I shuffled, and I never look on the bottom because I like to be surprised. But let's get you a Moon Oracle card, Gemini. If you'd like a private reading, my email address is in the description box below. Just send me an email and we can talk about that. All right, Moon Oracle card. Moon Oracle card for the sign of Gemini. Luck is on your side. The new moon in Sagittarius, some kind of balance coming in when it comes to your luck. I like that. And prosperity lies ahead. The new moon in Taurus. Wow. Wow, it doesn't get any clearer than that. Some kind of lucky break comes in and prosperity comes in. The new moon in Taurus. And the new moon in Sagittarius. So this new moon energy, something coming in, something starting, something getting going here. What kind of animal spirit guide is up in the ether for Gemini? What kind of animal spirit guide is up in the ether for Gemini? The firefly. Wow. You're talking to a lot of people, networking, getting your brand out there, getting your name out there. Lighting up with this. This is why it's easy for you to talk about. You just light up when you start talking about it. It's almost like you can't stop talking about it. You're very excited about something. There's some excitement coming in. Tarantula, look at this, at a crossroads. Maybe you don't want to leave this poverty behind. And hummingbird, look at this, some kind of messenger. The firefly is a messenger as well. But with this hummingbird, there is no doubt about it. Some kind of messenger coming in. Something to change your stars here, change your mind here. Absolutely beautiful. What do you not want to let go of with this tarantula? I got to see this. What are you kind of attached to? ZEN-TAROT cards. ZEN-TAROT cards for up in the ether for the sign of Gemini. Playfulness, a much lighter energy coming to you, Gemini, feeling very playful, happy-go-lucky. Something comes in and just really lifts your spirits. Is this a message? I gotta see. Past lives, is this what you're clinging to? Perhaps this is ancestral, or it goes down long generations of some kind of mentality, and your inner knowingness, that DNA that we kind of all remember, that instinct, is trying to hold on because it feels safe and secure, and all they knew. So you're breaking out of some kind of box, doing something different than your past ancestral line has done here, breaking out of the box, breaking free from the box here. It's just like there is no box, Gemini says. Wow. Wow, what is this all about? All right, let's see what's on your mind. Gemini, what's on your mind? What are you thinking about right now? Spirit, tell me what Gemini's thinking about. Ooh, ouch. The Three of Swords, the sadness, the pain. This does go deep. Look at this family tree I'm seeing in the background. This just branches dead, just the life sucked out of it, just pain and suffering here. I think your ancestral line has done a lot of the suffering on this earth, has been on the other side of the victories, on the other side of the wins here. You're breaking free of this. You're breaking free of this hold back, this familial tie that has held you back. Look at all the ties around that broken heart there. It's almost like there's been contracts made. My mother used to always say that she thought she took a vow of poverty in the past. If we're joking about these things, if we're talking about these things, why can't they exist? Why can't those contracts exist if we feel this kind of pulling to the dark here? So yeah, you are breaking free from that, Well, that can't be easy. That cannot be easy because you're forging this new way. Tell me about this breakout. What's this breakout for Gemini? What's that all about? What is Gemini breaking free from? The Three of Wands, it came out in reverse, that preparation getting skewed. Ooh, look at this with the Two of Cups and the Knight of Cups. A messenger with a love message coming to you, Gemini. This was what was kind of getting in the way. It was kind of this tie to things not working out for me, or this tie to disappointment here. Some new way has opened up for you, some kind of new way to think about it, a new way to look at it here. And yeah, partnership, love message, some kind of love message coming to you. Somebody says something to you, and it just, maybe it's a moment that you realize, you snap out of it. Interesting. Oh my God, Spirit, what's your advice? The Hierophant, wow, Temperance, Sagittarius energy, more Sagittarius energy, because we had the new moon in Sagittarius, with luck is on your side here. Eight of Cups, look at you walking away from what was familiar, what kept you safe, what kept you warm. My God, you're breaking off from something. Breaking off from the pack. You're not following anyone. You're not listening to anyone. You are going your own way. I can hear, who is that? Fleetwood Mac. I can go my own way here. My God, look at the elevation up. Look at the rising up, the changing of vibration with the Hierophant. This is a new set of rules for Gemini. You're not playing by their rules anymore. It just had not worked when you tried to conform, when you tried to stay in the crowd, when you tried to stay in line. It just really, really rubbed against you. You had bigger things to do, bigger plans ahead. So you walked away from what was familiar, from what has kept your family line safe and comfortable, even if it was suffering. It's almost like that became the new norm, Wow, wow. Gemini says, nope, no longer are we going to be tied to this poverty mentality, to this suffering. We're jumping ship, jumping onto the next yacht over there. Wow, wow, wow. Let's see how your heart feels about this. What's Gemini feeling? What's Gemini feeling right now in the heart space? Whew, Spirit, tell me what Gemini is feeling. Look at this with the sun. Leo energy jumping out. Look at how it just matches this playful card so much, Gemini. You are just letting the light in, letting the love in, letting the freedom in, the freedom from suffering. You're just really letting it in, letting go of the need to control it, maybe, or keep it in place, or keep everyone in their place here. You're just letting go. Whew, absolutely beautiful. You are feeling good about this. Stepping out of that crossroads, stepping away from that suffering, away from that sadness here and grief, and moving on into a new experience. And we're feeling very happy, very playful. Just a lot of fun to be around. Wow. All right, let's see. Tell me more about the heart space. I saw the Nine of Cups wanted to come out. More about the heart space. Judgment. Wow, you've been called to do this. This was your calling. This was your life's purpose here, the thing that you were meant to do, which was to break free of that box, those restrictions, that glass ceiling, and shatter it. Look at you rising up, changing that vibration, changing the frequency. You no longer even connect with those low vibrational energies, Gemini. You've moved so far above them, you don't hear them anymore. You don't relate to them anymore. So you just they don't affect you either way, these low vibrationals. You just don't have time for them. It's just you've really moved on from those energies that has held your line back for a really long time. It's just really, they got stuck. It was like quicksand in those energies. Wow, is this powerful. Four of Cups, there's a miracle in love that's about to come in. There's something you don't see, Gemini. You have your back to it because you're so focused on letting go and really moving into something new here. You feel this newness. You feel this new beginning. 33, I'm just noticing with these 2 3s, the number 33, the master number. Yeah, this is a master journey for you. You are like the Hierophant is called the Pope card. You've become the Pope. You're no longer the parishioner. You're no longer in the crowd cheering on some entity or demigod. You are that being. You've really risen up and taken control of your energy here. It brings in love and understanding and compassion and sympathy and empathy because you've been there. You've been there. So when people come to you with these stories of their struggles here, you're nodding your head. You're nodding your head and you're saying, boy, do I get it. I get it. And now you are the inspiration here. Wow, but you don't see it yet. You got your back to it. Why does Gemini have their back to it? Why? What's that all about? Oh my God. My God, with the tower. That's why you have your back to it. This is universally sent. This is spirit sent. Wow, Gemini, this is a calling out. This is an awakening. This is a wake-up call. It's no longer time to serve those dark energies. It's no longer time to serve the negative. Turn around, Gemini. There's a massive change ahead of you. It has to do with your relationships, with partnerships, with love, with understanding, with really a rising up in your energy, in your frequency here, changing the channel. Changing the channel. Your family line, your generations back, were stuck on the same channel. They were stuck on it. They were so intently listening to it. They wanted to know what was going to happen. How do I help? What do I do? But they were always stuck in that crowd. They were always stuck down in the down on the grass seats, right? Just the singer, the concert's going on a mile away. And your family's cheering back here, but there's nothing they can contribute because they can't get past all of this. There was so many mountains to climb, so much to get through. Until you look at this, you were just born to do this, born to break free, and really change things up, really change the status quo here. Wow, but this is coming out of the blue. This is coming out of the blue. I can't wait to see what this is. This is a miracle for you. When you turn around and you see this rainbow and you see this stroke of luck and you see the possibilities, it changes everything. Your heart space, your mind space is absolutely about to transform, about to change. You've been in the cocoon. You've been in the cocoon. You didn't know if you wanted to get out. It felt good. It felt good. It felt safe. But yeah, you're done with it. You're done with it because it wasn't exhilarating. It wasn't stimulating. And this is what life is about. It's just you're moving into a you only live once kind of feeling here. It's just like, I'm going to experience. I'm going to start experiencing. I'm going to live before I die. Spirit, what's your advice in the heart space for this big change? This big change for Gemini. More Sagittarius energy, Page of Wands. Page of Wands, getting your fire back. Oh, Gemini, you're getting your magic back. It's like you've been in the school of Hogwarts. You've been learning how to do it. You've been gathering these different ways, these different potions here. And it's Eureka with the sun coming through and the tower. It's just, my God, you did something. You broke free. You broke it. It's just, you can't even look back and feel the same way about your past because that's shattered and gone. Memories are skewed now. It's different now. You're feeling different now. So you're not even when you do try to put yourself back in that place of suffering that you're coming from, doesn't feel the same because you are not the same. You've transformed, you've elevated up here. With the strength of Archangel Michael just looking at me, it's just like, don't forget me, don't forget me. Archangel Michael with the Sagittarius energy really brought you in some balance, and balance is all that was needed. A merging of energies was all that was needed. Whew, what is this about in the foundation for Gemini? What's this about? Oh God, look at this, the biggest dark energy of them all, the temptation to fear, the temptation to fall into fear here with the devil energy, Capricorn energy coming into the situation. Gemini, you've come up against some very, very powerful dark forces that you have defeated here. You defeated it with the light. You defeated it with the sun. You didn't let it consume you. That fear that has held your family back, that has held your ancestral line back. You couldn't feed on it anymore. You turned on it. You turned on that energy. You rejected it. Demon be gone. The power of Gemini compels you. All right, what else in the foundation? Four of Swords, 2 4s here. You've got to get some rest now. You need a break. You need a break. It was a very big battle. You have absolutely battled something here, Gemini. You've had to really fight those dark forces. They were coming after you. They didn't want you to be the only escapee. It was like escaping from Alcatraz. No, no, don't let this one go. We've had this one for centuries now. It was like you were the proud, hostages. Wow. Wow, are you powerful? You're so strong. You are a warrior of the light. And you defeated some really dark energies. I'm just so proud of you because that had to have been kind of scary, feeling like you were on your own, like you were on the leading edge there, seeing things no one else could see. It was almost like you thought everyone around you was crazy because why couldn't they see that? Why couldn't they see it? But you were given the eyes, you were given the tools. It was like you were the superhuman among us, just really fighting those dark energies that we've all been battling. What's a challenge in the situation for Gemini? What's the biggest challenge moving on, moving away? It's like those ties are still there. That's why we saw those ties in the Three of Swords up in the mind space here. Is you have these connections. You have these little mini contracts that need to be severed. Imagine like this knife, this sword, this machete up in the ether here in your hand. Your higher self has this machete, Gemini. Just really put yourself there. Just imagine that. And these dark beings, these dark forces coming at you, and just with the power of Archangel Michael's sword of truth, the sword of light, just really imagine severing those cords, those dark cords, those agreements. Okay, all right, I'll try this, but I'm going to try to break out. And it just never could work. It never could happen because of situations, maybe world circumstances. But everything kind of went into the Holy Trinity with you, where you saw this out, you saw this opening, and by God, did you take it? You just ran through it. It's just like, yes. What am I thinking of right now, Gemini? That Leroy Jenkins. Yes, Gemini. I love it. I love it. Future situation for Gemini. 9 of Wands, you have these beautiful boundaries. It's like now you have these guards standing. No more can those dark energies get through to you. Like I said, you don't relate. You don't connect with that. You don't, if they can't see it, it's not your job. You're not their teacher. It's just like you're really done trying to educate the world on how to see this because it just wasn't working. Everyone has their own free will. Everyone sees things through their own lens, through their own perspective, through their own experiences. So there's just impossible. It's impossible to try to pull people over. But now you're very, very beautifully protected by the light. Now you have these boundaries that the dark can't cross. And it's just like they're down here. You just don't even relate any longer here. You have these beautiful spiritual guides that are very protective of you now. I'm seeing Virgo. I'm seeing a hermit energy, even though I'm not seeing it. And it's just you're really risen up, Gemini, really risen up. All right, what's your advice, Spirit, in the situation for Gemini? What's your advice? What's your advice? And then I got to get some clarification on that Tower and that Devil energy. Look at this Page of Swords, some kind of messenger coming into you. There's that Hermit. Look at that beautiful rising up. See the elevation up, the seeing everything from a different perspective, from Spirit's point of view now. You're not seeing from that human perspective through those human lenses where feels like all is lost, feels like, oh God, I can't even get up in the morning. How am I going to change the world here? Those are those dark kind of forces holding you down. You've broken free. You found the magic spell here to break free. A lot of eyes on you, a lot of people watching you. It's like you're the preacher now, or you're the teacher now, and you've had to walk this very tightrope here. There's that tarantula just catching my eye again, these crossroads, these kind of mini tests to see how strong you are, a poking and a prodding almost, but you're taking care of yourself now. You really care about the way you feel now. You don't, it's not worth it. It's like nothing tastes so good compared to how skinny feels, right? It's just you're giving up, you're sacrificing certain things that really held you back, that really made you feel restrained. So it's no sacrifice at all to you. It's just the next logical step. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, let's get some clarification. I want to see, first of all, we start off with this gripping sadness. Spirit, what's that all about for Gemini? The Emperor. Wow, look at this Aries energy coming in, but some kind of the Emperor can sometimes mean a narcissist or somebody who's very, very self-absorbed and doesn't really show us how much they care. Just keeps that to themselves. Very hard, very hard. 10 of Cups. Wow, look at that. Justice, karmic justice. This was justice. This was justice for what you've battled here. Again, there's Archangel Michael's sword for you, Gemini. So you've had to battle. You've had to go to war here with those dark energies. But look at the 10 of Cups. Just really, really celebration now. Really after the battle, the celebration, the victory after the battle here. And there's that 3 of Swords again. Again, it was such a battle. My God, real mind games going on with you. Just real trickery, These little tests, these mini tests of these narcissists coming in and thinking they're the bomb here. Just really, really all eyes on me. And you were really struggling with that because that was one of the battles you had to go against. You know what I'm picturing right now is Lee Harris with the narcissist and the empath. If you guys have ever been in this just kind of narcissist empath journey, that class it's life-changing. It's life-changing from Lee Harris. So look that up. but you had to battle some narcissists in your journey here, and some people who were very powerful, very powerful. It's like they had their own system behind them that you had to really stand up. You had to stand up and speak. I will not be silenced. Wow, but very difficult. All right, let's see the sun in the heart space, and then the Tower. What is this all about? I'm seeing this massive channeling coming in like Thor, where the lightning comes down. You're holding up your sword of justice here, that I am right here, or listen, or I have something to say. And then this lightning, this stroke of luck, this lightning in a bottle comes in, and it's absolutely brilliant. It's really, I'm blinded by it. I'm blinded by the brilliance of this. It's so brilliant. It's so brilliantly orchestrated from the divine. I got to see more about that, especially because it's in your heart space. The 10 of Wands, laying down those burdens, laying down the troubles, just walking away from them, understanding you can't ever defeat them. You can't ever shun them into the dark forever. You have to learn how to co-create here. You have to learn how to coexist here. You have to find those bridges that have caused this massive divide, and bring it back together, merge it. That's why we're seeing the 2 of Cups in your mind space, that merging it back together, not shunning one or the other, because there can be no victor in war. There is no winner. So yeah, Gemini. Oh my God. Very powerful energy. This is the way to transform into the age of Aquarius right here. Oh, my dogs. Excuse my dogs. Finn. Hey. They get out of control. They feel this power, Gemini, but I can't stop this reading. It's way too powerful. All right, let me see the Tower. I got to see the Tower. Got to see the Tower for Gemini. Ace of Cups. My God, your heart runneth over. This was a victory of all victories. This is being celebrated by the divine here. This is being celebrated by many, many, many behind you, many people behind you here, Gemini. This is absolutely glorious, glorious. Your cup runneth over. Your cup runneth over. Tell me about this fire. Tell me about this fire and the Tower here. Strength. Oh, wow. Leo energy coming in. A lot of Leo energy, and the Ace of Pentacles. There's the new door. There's the escape route. It's like you found the key. You found the key to justice here. Some kind of justice, some kind of a ruling in your favor here, Gemini. And it opens the door to prosperity. It opens the door to the other side of things. You're leaving it behind. You're looking back and there's nothing there. There's nothing there. It's like scorched earth behind you. The memories are all distorted, all different now because of this huge, huge transformation you've undergone here. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is the gift from the divine now, the real reward of the strength you've had to have, of the armor you had to put on, of the determination to get through. You knew if you could hold on, if you could get through, if you could survive, that there would be a victory here. there would be a victory. Wow, 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 what strength. I got to see what this devil energy is in the situation, in the foundation. Like, this is our daily. This is our daily. On the daily, that's why I saw these little tests, all these little pokes and prods, all these little failures that really is the quicksand. It's not just one event. It's not just one thing, one loss, one goodbye. It's a series of unfortunate events, Gemini, that kept you in the quicksand, and you found the escape. You found the branch to pull you out. What was that branch? What was that branch? What was that olive branch that pulled Gemini out? The fool, to start over. Let's do this again. Let's start over. Let's start over. My God, my God, my God, your familiar line was behind you. That ancestral line was behind you. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. You start, Gemini, the one that is here in the now with this changing world, with these changing circumstances. It was the right time. It was always about divine timing with you here. So something absolutely brilliant coming into you. It's lightning in a bottle. It comes out of the blue. It's a stroke of luck, a change of circumstances here, and it allows you to start over. That's why you can't see your past anymore. It's just like nothing was so great that it couldn't be better, though. You're just seeking for better. You're seeking for brighter. You're seeking for just this more joyful way of being, this new you. Tell me about this moving on for Gemini. Where's Gemini going with that Six of Swords? The Five of Pentacles. Look at this. Look at this. Brick by brick, lesson by lesson. Oh God, test by test. You just started out with baby steps here, but you had to escape the poverty mentality. There's not enough for all of us. There's not enough, and that's how greed began, right? The fear that there wouldn't be enough for us, for me. What about me? That's where it began. This is what you're starting over with. This is what the new mentality you're starting over with is. There's enough for everybody. There's not one victory that is going to take from the poor. I can't get poor enough to help these people. I can't get sick enough to help this person who is sick, who is poor. My God, a massive change of your mentality here, a massive change of the way you feel about things. This new door, this new opportunity opening comes out of the blue. It's just like this. You hear the creaking of the door behind you when you couldn't see it. You just almost hear it first. There's a message coming to you, a little text message, something you read. It comes in some kind of writing form to you. And you turn around and it's like, oh my God, it just knocks the wind out of you. It's just this beautiful, beautiful victory, this beautiful victory that comes out of the blue. All right. Let's look at this rising up with the Hermit energy. Let's see. The Hanged Man, 12 years, 12 long years. That should be your movie, Gemini. It's been 12 long years that you have been in this journey to break free of the suffering. It got very scary. It got very painful. You had to say goodbye. Goodbye to so many traditions and things that have been really set in you, those things that you grew up with, those things that you cherish so much that you were trying for a really long time to hold on to. It just seems like your anchor. It seems like your friend, right? Your only friend in the world. And you had to let go. You had to really let spirit in. The channeling started. The messages started coming in of light. The light code started coming in. And victory is yours. It changed everything for you. Changed everything, knocked that devil right on his butt. It's just no longer a battle here. It's just done. You're best friends now. It's just a typical, right? You're best friends now with that person who was your enemy. It's so true. I see this now. The devil really is your best friend now, because keep your enemies closer, right? It's just like, yeah, you had to get to know that. You had to go through that. You had to walk through that bravely to get to this other side here. But yeah. I love that. Typical. The bully becomes your best friend. All right, Gemini, I think I'm going to leave it here. King of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You're really grabbing life by the horns now. Nothing's going to stop you, especially fear. You will no longer be afraid to take a risk. You will no longer be afraid to take a chance on someone, because you're not afraid of that dark. You're not afraid of what could go wrong. And It's absolutely healing. It's the most healing energy I have seen from you, especially with this Hermit right in your foundation. You're meditating, you're pulling it in, you're really taking care of yourself. And I am just in awe of you. I'm absolutely in awe of you, Gemini. I honor you. Teach me, Gemini. Teach me. All right, I think I will leave it here. If you like this reading, don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. Again, Gemini, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you. I'm sending you all my love and light, and I will definitely tune in with you soon.